Awesome job, guys. We are on the last video of our chapter number 1, which is Introduction to the Project Management Core Concepts, the fundamentals, the terminologies and all. Now this video is about PMI. This video is about the Code of Ethics and Professional Conduct. So far you have seen we have covered a lot in this topic. We talked about project, program, portfolio. We discussed the different life cycles. Another important concept we understood about the value of change, what is concept of value, and we discussed about the emotional intelligence. But now this video is all about the PMI Code of Ethics and Professional Conduct. Now basically PMI Code of Ethics says there are 5 sub-chapters. They want all the individuals who are PMP certified or CAPM certified, or you know what, I shouldn't say it PMP or CAPM, I should say who are PMI certified or who want or who aspire to be PMI certified. So all of these things, these learnings which I'm about to teach you applies to you. What are these 5 chapters? First, vision and applicability. Second, responsibility. Third, respect. Fourth, fairness. And finally, we'll also talk about honesty. So let's do it one by one. First is vision and applicability. Advance the profession. Now what do I mean by advance the profession? As a PMP certified or as a CAPM certified, it's your job to advance this profession. What am I doing right now? I'm a PMP certified, PFMP certified, ACP certified, CAPM certified. What am I doing? I'm making sure you are learning about the CAPM, you're learning about PMI. I'm actually abiding the rule number 1, which is advancing the profession. It applies to both members as well as non-members. If you have a certification or if you're aspiring to one, all these rules and logics apply to you. Subject to PMI Ethics Review Committee, let's say if something wrong has happened and something unethical has happened, but who will decide whether is this an ethical thing or it's an non-ethical thing? Like what you did is the right thing or not? That will go to an ethics review committee. It's more like a governing body which decides upon a case. They take a decision whether it's the right thing or not. They look at all the proofs and everything. That's your ethics review committee, and then they take a decision. Don't worry, they will give you all the chances, everything. If you are genuine, if you are honest, if you are ethical, you will go through it. It's not a big deal. Uphold values all the time. Make sure you uphold all these values. You should live those values. That's what it is. Chapter number 2, responsibility. Responsibility to uphold laws, rules and regulations and policies. Not just about the country where you are living in, but also about the country where you are working. Let's say you move to a different organization or you move to a different country altogether, and over there are certain ways things are being done. But is this ethical? Ask this question to yours. So it's your responsibility. If you see something illegal happening, you should speak about it. That's what PMI is all about. Make sure if you see something wrong, something bad or whatever, it's your job to make sure you report to PMI so that no unethical thing is being done. Third is about respect for other customs, religions, opinions, people, polite behavior no matter what. Like what do I mean by that? Let's say we are in a global environment, right? We work with people in a global environment. We work with people, somebody in country X, somebody in country Y. They have a specific custom. It's your job. If let's say something which is not a big deal for you, that may be a big deal for somebody in some other country. Please make sure you respect that. Please make sure you value other people's opinion. Don't get agitated. Don't use harsh word on others. Respect others people's opinion. If you don't agree to it, say that politely, that hey, I think we should do it in a different way. But that does not mean that you will be disrespectful to other people's opinion. Then next chapter is about fairness. No conflict of interest. Make sure if let's say you are part of a procurement committee and the person who's bidding for a contract is your friend, your known, be the first one to speak about it. No prejudice, no favoritism, no bribery. Make sure you're not taking any bribery. Openness, integrity, be open to everyone. Share your thought process, impartiality. Don't favor one person because you like that person, just because that person is of one particular gender type. Equal opportunity to everyone. Let's say you are working for an organization, you have a vendor who want to favor one gender as compared to other. Will you work with a company like that? The answer should be no. Speak up about it. Remember, if you see something wrong, speak up about it. Don't just keep it to yourself. That's all about fairness. Finally, we will talk about honesty. All understand the truth, speak the truth, always tell the truth, even if it is bad. If you see something wrong and something who is close to you is doing something, who is a dishonest person, report to PMI about it. Always act in a good faith. Communicate openly. Even if it hurts, make sure you open up about it. Encourage others to tell the truth. You should motivate other people. Like, sometimes my students come to me and they said, Varun, I'm thinking of doing XYZ. I will always make sure I tell them what is the correct way to do it, what is the ethical way of doing it. Never lie, never deceive other people, because if you do that, ultimately I believe in a karma, it will come back to you. So make sure you're not doing anything which is unethical. Always be honest, not just with PMI, in general also as a life goal. I will tell you, be honest, because that's honesty is something which will remain with you. And in order to, let's say if somebody says a lie, in order to save that lie or in order to support that lie, you might end up speaking 1000 more lies. So don't get into that, because that's not worth your time or somebody else's time as well. Okay, now we learned it's a quick video. We will learn about we'll do some practice questions just like every time. Let's do it first. Code of Ethics is a document provided by the Project Management Institute. What is this for? A document on how to manage a project? That's not really. A document on how to conduct as a professional? I think that's the right answer. C, an organizational document. It's not an organizational document. It's in fact coming from PMI, which you as a PMI certified person or a person who is aspiring to be PMI certified should abide by it. And finally, none of the above. So I will go with option number B as the correct choice. Second question, it refers to a duty to take ownership for the decisions we make or fail to make, the actions we fail to take, and the consequences as a result of the action. I think the answer to this question, so 4 options are honesty, fairness, respect, responsibility. I think the answer to this question is basically lies in the first statement of the question itself. It says it refers to our duty to take ownership for the decision, to take ownership for the decisions. That's your responsibility. Like, I am responsible, I am the owner for this, right? That should be the correct answer. It's not about fairness or honesty or speak the truth. Okay. Quickly, let's do the next question. You're part of the hiring process for potential project team members. You found the application of your male friend. What will you do as next? So basically, you are into a hiring position and you found out that one of the applicants is your male friend. What will you do? A, go ahead with the hiring process. No, if you see something, it's conflict of interest, you should speak about it, right? So that should be the answer. I don't know. Let's read the options. B, tell your friend you saw his application. Option number B, you didn't take any action, to be honest, right? C, do nothing. C, not taking an action is always wrong. You never pick that choice. And finally, tell your sponsor or take yourself out of the hiring team. I think that's the best way. Let them take the decision whether they want you to be part of the hiring team or not, because there is a conflict of interest. So I would say option number D is the correct choice over here. Perfect. Okay. So we discussed about the PMI Code of Ethics. We talked about the 5 chapters, responsibility, respect, the vision, applicability, fairness, honesty. So we discussed about all the 5 chapters. Okay. Quickly do the revision out of it. These are some of the important points. And finally, I will see you in the next chapter where we are actually starting our project. We will talk about our project initiation. Make sure, but before you move to the next chapter, I want you to solve some practice questions on the website on this chapter. Whatever we have learned so far, we will be doing some practice questions, because if you remember, or CAPM exam is about questions, right? You will be getting some questions in your exam. You need to know these. And once you are done with that, I will see you in the next video, which would be about the project initiation topic. So see you there.